All right, what's going on, everybody? So today's conversation is going to be about OVOLs. Again, OVOLs NFT is one of the communities that I've been following closely. I've been trying to work with them, providing proposals and ideas of how to basically expand their product line into many different areas. And clearly, they're already doing incredible things, so they don't need me for anything. But the reality is that the NFT space is growing so rapidly that if you want to have an edge over other NFT collections, you got to be doing something differently. And I think OVOLs is doing exactly that. So I'm going to talk about all the great things that OVOLs are doing. First, their art collection here, which is the OVOLs NFT. You can pick it up on Magic Eden or Tensor Trade or even on their website, ovols.com. Make sure you check the links properly. Make sure you check exactly where you're connecting your wallet. Okay. But point is, the NFT collection itself is worth buying, in my opinion. Again, non-investment advice. I already own some OVOLs. And the cool thing is you can actually take these OVOLs and you can stake them on their platform right here. And you earn these points called essence. And they actually burn some of their essence. They give out rewards. They give out prizes. And these essence points are going to win you opportunities to do different things with the points later down the line. Okay. So now, getting back to the OVOLs again, art is cool. The product is cool. They have a lot of different things going on regarding their apps where they have a launch pad where creators can launch new collections, which they have been. Um, you also have the Essence Hub, which I just spoke about, right? The Essence points. They have an opportunity where you can provide liquidity as well as market making opportunities, and that can earn you yield or Solana or OVOLs if you do provide tokens of Solana plus OVOL tokens. Okay. So today's conversation is first of all, on the basis of looking at Solana as an ecosystem that is, clearly thriving, right? I mean, I don't need to tell anyone that Solana is still a very underrated, underpriced ecosystem by many metrics. And so, one of the first things that I generally like to talk about is relative comparison in terms of uh, segments or ecosystems at large. So first off, I like to compare Solana to the current sort of GOAT of L1s, right? Which is Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is clearly the place to be when it comes to dApps, ecosystems, users, activity, DeFi products, NFTs, etc. Okay, that is unparalleled right now in terms of market cap, in terms of fees, in terms of stable coins, inflows, users, activity, etc. Like, you know, yes, Solana has had a few days where it's done really well, but for the most part, we know Ethereum is the dominating chain. But will it be the dominating chain, now and forever? Probably not. I think Solana is going to eat some of that market share, going forward, right? If you look back on my Twitter feed, I've talked many a times about how I believe Solana is going to gain tremendously in just relative market cap comparison and TVL and overall users and activity, right? So Ethereum trading at 29 billion of TVL and Solana trading at 1.45, like there's clearly something wrong, right? In my opinion, there's something really wrong. So what I like to do is, I like to look at the difference between pure market cap and pure um, TVL, right? So right now, TVL sits at 1.5 and Ethereum sits at 30, right? So that's about like a 15x, I think, pretty much. Correct me if I'm wrong with my math, but 15 to like 20x rather, okay? So the point is that, as we look at the TVL difference between Ethereum and Solana, and then we look at the relative market cap difference, Ethereum sitting at 280 billion and Solana at 46, I think there's a big mismatch, right? I think these two need to come closer. And at some point, in my opinion, they will meet parity, meaning either Ethereum, let's just say, stays near 300 billion and Solana catches up to 300 billion, or Solana chips away at Ethereum's market cap and they both sort of grow together, but Solana grows at a faster pace in terms of market cap, and then eventually reaches very, very close to Ethereum's market cap, which could be at its current value of 280 billion, or Solana and ETH meet somewhere close to the middle, which is like maybe 200 billion each, right? And so 200 billion each puts Solana's market cap at close to, $200 billion, 5x from today's price, effectively, right? 5x from today's price is what? $500. That's why I kind of have a $500 target for Solana headed into 2024 year end, right? Now, again, um, it's a pretty, sort of lofty, high-ended target, and I'm not saying it has to come out that way. I don't know. I don't even know if it will. But the point is that if you're in Solana, you see all the amazing stuff that Solana is building. If you've used Marinade Finance, which I use often, Jito, Margin5, Camino, I use, Jupiter quite a bit, right? And I use all things related to the NFT world or the other segments of Solana products, such as STBot, right? STBot is something I mentioned, several weeks back. You could see I made a ton of videos on STBot starting about, 4 weeks ago, which is end of November, beginning of December, when STBot was trading, I think, close to less than like 300K market cap. I even pointed it out at like 100K market cap. Okay, so the point is like, regardless of when you started seeing my videos or tweets, the point is like you're up either 30x or 10x from the price that I had mentioned at first. Again, go back on my Twitter feed, all the way back to the beginning of December. I've mentioned this, numerous times at numerous occasions of, different market cap opportunities, right? And why did I mention STBot? Because it's easy to compare, again, relative opportunity, right? STBot was trading, like I said, close to 300K, several months, or sorry, several weeks back. Okay. The comparison was that if Telegram bots, okay, like Unibot, were trading at, 50, 60, 70 million dollars, and again, STBot trades at a piddly 3 million, the opportunity is significantly higher for STBot to gain market share, right? So the reality is that, when it comes to recognizing what is the TAM, total addressable market, when these products are being built out, when they initially launch, sure, they could be scams and this could have gone to zero. But as long as you trust the team and trust the founders and you realize like Telegram bots are not going away, right? Then the relative value comparison becomes easier. Then all you really need to do is think about, okay, Unibot on Ethereum trades at 65, $70 million. Even if STBot captured 10% of that market cap share, right, as Unibot did, okay, from where we were, which was 300K market cap, again, when I started to mention STBot, till 6 million, which is again, 10% of Unibot, that was still a 20x. You see what I'm saying? Like, so then the relative value comparison becomes easier. Now, why am I bringing up STBot? Because today's conversation is more about OVOLs, right? Okay, so let's put away STBot and the relative recent success that we've had with it. I also did a video, by the way, on the OVOL token just yesterday or 2 days back. Make sure y'all check it out. Again, it's a brief primer on, what OVOLs is, what my analysis is on it. But today I'm going to go into a deeper dive on exactly the metrics, value comparison, value prop headed into the future. Okay. So let's close out of all the stuff regarding STBot and let's focus on OVOLs, right? All right. So we got to look at OVOLs now in a similar lens like we did STBot. Okay, first, we know that Solana, again, is an ecosystem that's bubbling, it's growing, and we know that TVL and overall market share of Solana is going up. Okay, if you don't believe that and you don't believe Solana is going to go up, then obviously this video is not for you, right? Like then it doesn't matter if I talk to you about OVOLs or ST bot or whatever. You're perpetually going to believe Solana is going to go down, right? And I can't convince you that it's going to go up or that it's going to grow as an ecosystem. But if you're here to stay to listen to why OVOLs or NFTs are going to grow, all right, here's how we do it. Okay, here's how we do the relative comparison. Now, on CoinGecko, you can look at NFT collections by trading volume and by market cap. Okay, by market cap, CryptoPunks is the highest market cap, also because it trades the least, and everybody basically like holds on to their CryptoPunks. So it's like kind of hard to gauge exactly what the market cap in reality is. But let's just say it's $1.3 billion at present stage, right? The other ones like BAYC, Mutant Ape, Pudgies, all this other stuff, Adensa, they're, a couple $100 million, which is, again, still very high. The next biggest collection, which is on Solana, currently sits at 146 million, which is Mad Lads, right? Now, Mad Lads, again, is a collection that trades at 134 SOL at floor price. That's $14,000. For most people, even myself, that's a pretty steep price to pay for one JPEG, right? I mean, it is, right? Let's be real about it. Pretty much most things above or close to where Mad Lads are priced, it's kind of unaffordable and in my opinion, impractical for most people to buy into because the massive upside is much more capped now, right? Like if Mad Lads goes up significantly higher to the number one spot, it's kind of going up, close to a 10x, which is the floor price of CryptoPunks, right? But the thing is, now if you start doing research on something like, let's just say OVOLs, well, OVOLs trades at 7.7 SOL at market cap, at floor price, which is approximately $800. Now, again, that's still high, right? So let's be fair. OVOLs still trades at a relatively high floor, but $800, which is what we see for OVOLs versus the 14,000 that we see for Mad Lads, that is a huge difference. That's literally like almost a 20x price difference, right? So now how do we sort of do more value analysis for something like this? So we've already talked about the floor price difference, which is the ceiling price between the oval selling at 7 SOL versus Mad Lads, which is selling at 150 or 200 SOL, whatever it is, right? So that is just in and of itself already a almost 20x difference in price, right? So now you know that, okay, now the ceiling of opportunity is if OVOLs becomes, let's just say, anywhere close to the Mad Lads or, reaches Mad Lads parity, that's a 20x. That's pretty solid, okay? Now, the other thing about OVOLs is the OVOL token, which I find really fascinating. Now, again, I spent a lot of time talking to the founder, the team in OVOLs, and in my opinion, they're the sharpest people on the block when it comes to creating this incredible community. So you can actually go to Twitter and you can find OVOL right here, OVOL's NFT, and you'll see one incredible thing, which is that these guys started building in the midst of the bear market in 2022, and they didn't give up on Solana, and Solana didn't give up on OVOLs, right? Not only that, they're actively working with one of the coolest and most incredible people in the space, which is the Jupiter product. They're going to be working together to provide Jupe tokens for, I think, OVOL holders. Um, I don't exactly know the details to be honest, but the point is like there's going to be a lot of collaboration, right? And Swerver, who is the NFT builder or founder rather of OVOLs, is working hand in hand with the founder of Jupiter. I cannot think of a better combination to go for than these two communities working together, right? Now, let's do more analysis on OVOLs, right? So we know that there's all these different products that OVOLs has. So obviously OVOLs is not just a single dimensional, hey, just buy a JPEG and the hope that it goes up, right? It is more than that. It represents a ownership in a community that is constantly evolving themselves and creating new and incredible products, right? Now we look at the OVOL token. Now, OVOL token is nothing but the fractionalized token that is like, let's just say, broken into maybe like 10 or 100 pieces of individual OVOLs. Now, what do I mean by that? So one of the big things that OVOLs is trying to do is they're trying to basically fractionalize the accessibility for their NFT. And I think that's an incredible idea because, like I said, affording an oval at, $800 or affording a Mad Lads at $14,000 is extremely pricey for most people. But owning some exposure to the OVOL's NFT via the fractionalized token, which is OVOL right here, right? And you can find this on Deck Screener. Now that only costs 73 cents per token. And that currently sits at a 177K market cap. Now here's how I do the value analysis here. Okay, personally, all right, personally, I think that this market cap needs to reach close to where Oval's overall market cap is, which is right now $8 million. Why? Because if the Oval token represents, let's just say, a fractional ownership in Oval, the NFT or the project itself, then it makes sense to me that this token should reach the market cap parity of Oval as a collection. Now, let's just say I'm wrong, and maybe the OVOL token is not seen as anything that represents real value in NFTs of OVOLs. Okay, fine. But should it be priced at 177,000? I don't think so, right? Because if we're talking about OVOL the token representing just fractional ownership of OVOL the NFT, right? I've drawn this chart before and I can show it one more time. But basically, if we're talking about, let's just say this is the floor price and this is, say, time of OVOL the NFT, right? If this is the NFT, sorry about the noise, um, then let's just say if this continuously keeps going up and up and up, right? Well, I think the best way to, in my opinion, summarize how I see OVOL, the token, is something like this. If this chart is going up like that, right? So this is the token, okay? And this is time, okay? All right. And this is, again, OVOL, the token, right? Token price, okay? Token price. Then this trajectory in general should still mimic the trajectory of the token price. But now here's the interesting part. Because the token represents accessibility from pretty much anyone, right? And again, Oval still only trades on just like Jupiter. Okay, you can literally just buy it on Jupiter or Radium or whatever. And for $300, you get 400 tokens, like I said, right? And by the way, just FYI again, $300 means 400 tokens. At present moment, Oval token holders are only 543, right? To break into the top 100 owners, you just need 435 OVOL tokens. That's like that's literally just, yeah, like $350 gets you into the top 100 of the OVOL token holders. So that to me is kind of incredible, right? Again, if you watch my previous videos on STBot, I did similar comparisons of what does it take to be a top 100 holder. And that's a good comparison because, if you're only getting a very, very small fraction of the tokens, right? Then I know people may not necessarily like it, or they feel like, this thing is already trading at 15 million or 100 million market cap. The upside is much more capped. But right now we're talking about 177K market cap token with the collection currently valued at 8.3 million, right? And it's a relatively like I said, it's a relatively growing community. It's a community that was tested through the bear market, and they're constantly putting out updates and like I showed you earlier, partnering with smart people like Jupiter Exchange. So all things to me point to OVOL's doing great, into the future, right? So we now talked about relative value comparison of the token in relation to the collection. We talked about how cheap market cap wise the token is. We talked about, just owning the OVOL NFT and staking it on their platform and earning essence points. We talked about um, all the different apps that OVOLs has, whether it's the market making ability to provide liquidity and earn OVOL tokens or Solana, the creator launchpad, doing things with your essence points, fractionalizing your NFT. So just point is, they're doing a lot, right? And I love the fact that they're not just a singular, here's an NFT, buy it and hope that the floor price goes up, right? I think we are beyond that. I mean, that was like 2 years ago that we started this project, the concept of NFTs really taking off. And now NFT sales are, doing incredible, right? You can see blockchains by NFT volume. Okay. We see clearly that, let's just say the last 30 days, Solana is up there, right? It's close to a number three spot, very close to Ethereum in terms of NFT volume. Okay, NFT sales, NFT transactions, buyers and sellers. And it's much easier for buyers and sellers to transact on Solana because of cheap fees. Now imagine on top of that, you having exposure to NFT collections via the fractionalized token of the NFT itself. I think that will create massive, massive speculation on NFT collections going forward. And again, OVOLs is not the only one that's doing it, right? But the point is, OVOLs is one of the few communities that's doing it in a big way with more than just JPEG ownership. There's all these different products, different opportunities that they're creating, and that to me is a reason why I want to be part of the OVOLs ecosystem. Okay, so you have again the volume, the sales, the numbers, the token price, the relative value comparison, the value prop, all these things kind of giving you an idea of, where exactly we are in the NFT market, where exactly we are in the crypto market. And like I said, I don't think that Solana and NFTs are going to be just a straight line, up in 2024, right? I think there's going to be some incredibly rough shakeouts that are going to happen in Solana. Um, Personally, I was still a believer, and I still am, the Solana is going to get shaken out all the way close to $40 to $50. Again, I know that looks dumb, but you never know how, rough things get in 2024 before, the eventual upcycle, right? Same thing with the OVOL token, same thing with the OVOL NFT. You're going to have some really nasty shakeouts in markets because we have pretty much perpetually just gone up the last, almost 6 to 9 months, especially the last 3 to 4 months. Solana literally took off, middle of September from $20 to 120, right? That's a 6x. Of course, you're going to get some nasty, nasty shakeouts, nasty pullbacks. Okay, that should be expected. But in that, you need to find good value propositions, good teams that are building, pretty much incredible things, especially a community like OVOLs. Okay, so that's all I have. Again, this is not investment advice. I told y'all I already own some OVOL tokens. I already own some OVOL NFTs. But do your own research and try to figure out, if this is a good project. Do your own research. Send me a message if you have any questions. Join the community, get involved, ask questions, right? do research on Twitter, and ask the holders what they think, of their NFTs that they own. Right? To me, they're pretty cool. They're incredible. And I think NFT as a space needs to evolve to what OVOLs are doing anyway, which is not being a singular sort of JPEG product, but actually building NFT as a platform for creators, for market making, for fractionalizing, for ownership, etc. All right. So anyway, that's it. Good luck, everybody. Do your own research. Let's kick ass on OVOLs. Let's kick ass on Solana. Talk soon, okay? Cheers.